Now y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. We're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, okay? And we are here to discuss a couple of things today, alright? Now, I got a couple of topics for us to talk about today. As you guys already know, Yes for the Mess will now be a little bit longer. Instead of doing one topic videos that only last y'all 5 or 10 minutes, I decided to put multiple things on one video so y'all can have more to look at and I can have less to have to edit and put out. It makes it easier for me and better for you guys, because I know you guys like it when I do longer videos, and as of lately I have been doing a lot of longer videos. So hopefully it's feeding your soul, hopefully it's doing wonders for you. I'm always here to make sure y'all get what y'all want and what you need, okay? So with that being said, we're going to start off with Cardi B. Now, as you guys already know, there was a soundtrack that Cardi B was a part of, and now the topic about the Queen of Hip Hop is now being brought up again. I think Halle Berry started the conversation, and now Cardi B is speaking on the conversation. Now I got some audio here from the Shade Room, and I'm gonna play it for you guys. And also, Cardi B will be hosting the American Music Awards and all of that stuff. So we're gonna start this thing off with some audio from what she had to say about the topic, and then we're gonna have some tweets from Bianca Bonney, who is also known as Young B, best known for the Chicken Noodle Soup song and being a part of Love and Hip Hop New York for a couple of seasons. Okay, so let's get into what Cardi B had to say about the title Queen of Hip Hop.
Well, we gotta wrap it up, and we absolutely have to congratulate you on co-producing the Bruce soundtrack with Halle Berry, which is an all-female hip-hop album. Congrats on that. That's amazing. And you know, we just gotta ask, because your girl Halle had you in the news, any comment on the Queen of Hip Hop debate?
Hey, I'm so sick of that stuff. Like, it's like every single time that's like, you know, like when you put a fry on a pan, and it's just like, that's what that conversation is about. I'm sick of it. Oh my God. I cannot believe that brings so much drama.
Much, but
Jesus.
I think everyone at this point is sick of it too. And you know, thank you so much for stepping into the Shade Room. You're gonna kill it at the AMAs. You're killing at being a mom, and you're producing all female albums. You're doing all the things, girl. So thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Now, that was Cardi B having an interview with theshaderoom.com in regards to the whole Queen of Hip Hop comment after she co-produced a soundtrack for Halle Berry's up-and-coming movie, which was filled with a bunch of female rappers. Now, this is what I got to say about the matter. When it comes down to the Queen of Hip Hop conversation, everybody gets up in arms. Everybody gets so fucking upset. To be honest, all these women that's doing their things are queens of hip hop, to be quite honest. Like, everybody only wants it to be one queen, one hot girl, one person. It used to be one person, and that was Nicki Minaj. Now it's multiple people that's out there doing their thing. You got Megan, you got Cardi, you got the City Girls, you got you got the who else? It's a lot of girls. It's a lot of girls that's out there that's doing their thing. Now, the only ones that I really just listen to like that, and the only female rappers that I really like and that will buy their shit is Megan Thee Stallion. I love her. But other than that, the conversation is tired, and I think we're all sick of this conversation. Because when it comes down to it, the Barbs get so upset when another female rapper gets so much acclaim at this point. No one really cares about the Queen of Hip Hop title. No one really gives a fuck about that at this point. It caused so much not diversity. It caused so much divide. It just pits all women against each other. And some women enjoy the fact that there's some people that they put on higher standards and make people feel like they're beneath. You know what I mean? But everybody's not going to be on top forever. Like, the game always goes into cycles, and there's always that top girl. When I was growing up, the top female rapper was Lil' Kim. When I was growing up, Lil' Kim was a part of my generation growing up. I mean, I used to be a big ass fan of Lil' Kim growing up. That was my girl. I used to, I had her Ladies Night single, and I was just the tender age of like 7 or 8 years old. Like, I loved Lil' Kim. I used to call myself the King Bee, to be honest, and didn't even know what King Bee really stand for. I just thought Queen Bee was the bumblebee. I didn't know that Queen Bee was Queen Bitch. I never knew that growing up. However, when I got older, of course, I understood that. But of course, going into time when she got into her beef with Nicki Minaj, I too was one of the ones that was looking at Kim crazy, feeling like she was a washed up rapper that was upset about a new girl coming into this game. But then later on down the line, Nicki started portraying those same actions. I just feel like at this point in time, everybody should allow everybody to do their thing. It's so much room for everybody to grow and make money and just collaborate with each other. It's just like YouTube, for example. I've been on this YouTube thing for like 11 years, just now getting my just due for the last year. I know I say this shit all the time, but it's the truth. I'm one of those people that is being called one of the vets of YouTube or one of the OGs of YouTube. It's very weird to be called that, but when you've been in here for 11 years and you've been doing it since you were 21 years old, then that is the title that you got. So if you ever notice, I work with people all the time. I'm always working with different YouTubers. I'm always collaborating with different YouTubers. I'm always that person that's always giving props to other YouTubers, the ones that was before me, the ones that are after me. As you guys already know, I am a huge stan of Kevin and Mikhail of The Scorpion Show. They were the ones that got me started into this thing. Me being me, I came up watching them. I started my YouTube channel maybe 2 years after they started theirs. So we all pretty much started around the same time. You know, I always give my respects to Bondi. I always give my respects to Ashley and Rox. Those are the reviewers that I looked up to that made me want to review shit. You know what I mean? Like, those are the ones. Much love, those are the ones. But then, now that I'm here and there's a new crop of YouTubers that are on the come up, like a Jamie, that's me, or a Rodney the Voice, or let's see, or the Brooke Ashley, or Jay Lee's Corner, or Niecy Dixon. It's so many different people that's coming up in this YouTube reviewer game. Terrence, you got Josiah, you got so many different people. Sakina, a lot of people coming up, and I always embrace, I always collaborate, and I never have an issue with anybody surpassing me or nothing like that, because a lot of them just started and they have surpassed me, like House of Aaron. I knew he was going to surpass me from the moment I saw him, and I had no problem with that. I support him. I've hung out with Aaron. I look at Aaron like a little brother. Look at Kempire. Kempire has been around for longer than you guys think he has, and he is doing his thing. He's at 53,000 subscribers and he keeps on moving the fuck up, and I love Kempire and I support him through and fucking through. Rodney is another person that I just love, and I just want to see him continue to grow. I don't give a fuck about numbers. I don't care about nobody surpassing me. I just want to see everybody eat and do their thing, and that's what this game's supposed to be. It's sad that female rappers can't do that. There's barely any female duets out, you know what I mean, because they're too catty to ever work with each other. But these male rappers can come together and do a song together even if they don't like each other or not, and still get money, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing that really bothers me with it. But like I said, this queen of hip-hop conversation is just tired through and delayed, and no one cares about it at this point. Now, in addition to that, Bianca Bunny, who we all know as Young B, and who was on Love and Hip Hop New York, she had a couple of things to say about female rappers helping one another get signed. Now, this is what she had to say. Female rappers don't help other females get on in this industry. They are all catty and intimidated when someone else has real talent. They only rock with who's signed to labels, even if they make trash music or can't rap. I feel like more female artists should work together. Like I always say, nobody owes nobody nothing. But as females, we all know how hard it is to work in a male-dominated industry, and how helpful it would be if more females stick together in this business. Like I said, there are female rappers and artists who are big in this business, and I don't recall any of them signing any unsigned artists like the guys do. And other unsigned female artists agreed as well that they don't get the help. I know a lot of amazing rappers that are females. The fuck? And she also was in the comment section saying, like I said, nobody owes anybody anything, and I will be dropping all new music, and I have never asked for a handout. I'll be making more hit records and winning more awards. Yes, to be honest, everything is competitive, but when people have the power to help, they should. This isn't about begging for help at all. Women should just uplift other women because the men do it, and now women have the same power to do it too. Now, that was what Bianca Bunny had to say about other female artists helping other female artists. And while she has a point, Bianca is just as catty as the rest of these broads, to be quite honest, because she's displayed that on Love and Hip Hop. You can't get on your soapbox and say what other female rappers should do when you have sat up there on a reality show and displayed the same behaviors that you are criticizing the other women for. Bianca is beautiful and she's talented, and I do want to see her get signed, and I do want to see her make it, and I do think that she deserves all the success in the world. You got a girl like Dream Doll who is a fucking bully on the Bad Girls Club and can't even rap like that, and all she is a fucking image, and I never seen it for her. She got a fucking deal, but yet Bianca doesn't. You know what I mean? I can understand her frustration and how she feels like other female artists should help other female artists. But it's hard for the female artists that are signed and that has big success to stay afloat themselves. Because soon as another female rapper comes out, they ready to just throw them away and focus on that one person. It's hard for them to stay afloat. So how the hell do you believe that they can sign you? You just got to work harder and harder and harder as an artist. Stop focusing on baby daddy drama. Stop getting on these ratchet ass reality shows that's not helping you out, that's not making you succeed at anything. You was on Love and Hip Hop and all we saw you do was fight. We did not see you go in the studio making no good music at all. We just saw you fight. We just saw you trying to prove how tough you are. Stealing other people's men on Love and Hip Hop. Everything but your music. Like, that's not what we do. Cardi B was your friend on Love and Hip Hop, and she was the only one that came up as a female rapper off that show and became big. You know what I mean? Like, look at how you've behaved on national TV. Like, yes, Cardi B has gotten into a fight before, but I think that people find Cardi B to be more likable. I don't think that people find Bianca to be likable. They just see her as a problem because all she ever does is fight or whatever. She can't control herself. That's the thing that people see, and that's very unfortunate that that's all that people see, but that's just what she's brought them. And that's sad, but that's what she has given them to see, unfortunately. And that's all I can say. And like I said, she got a point. You know what I mean? I do think that more female rappers should work together. I mean, there's no reason that some unsigned girls can't get on no mixtape with these. Like, it would be nice if one of these big female rappers would put together a compilation album with nothing but unsigned hype and just see how it goes. You know what I mean? That would be really good. But an artist like Nicki Minaj would be the person that should be able to do that because she is the quote-unquote big dog of female rap right now. She could be the one to scout out some unsigned female artists and put them on a whole compilation album and let them all do one song a piece and just see how it flows. But she's not going to do that because she don't like to work with female rappers, and that's just what it is. She want to work with the likes of Bia. Who? So yes, Bianca, while you have a point, your point gets lost in translation because of the shit that you've done. So you can't call nobody else out for being a catty bitch when you've been on that catty train too. That's all I'm saying. Now let's get into Tami Roman. Now, as you guys already know, for the last couple of weeks, people have been more so worried about Tami Roman and her health. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have been seeing these pictures. She's been looking very skinny, and people were worried about her and wondering if she was very sick. Well, when she was on The Real, she exposed that she had body dysmorphic disorder since she was 13 years old. Now I got an article here from hellobeautiful.com. We're going to dive into it, and then we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to move on. Okay, so let's get into Tami Roman. Tami Roman will be visiting The Real as a guest host this Monday, where she's set to let us in on her personal life in a way that she's never done before. In a preview clip of the upcoming episode posted to YouTube, the former Basketball Wives LA star revealed that she's been diagnosed with body dysmorphic disorder in a situation she's been dealing with since she was only 13. A lot of people don't know it's either hereditary or genetic, or it comes from a negative experience where your self-image has been annihilated, she shared. And for me, when I was 13, I wanted to be a model. You know, we're from New York. I was tall, I was 5'9", I was thin. And I went to this agency and walked in, and this lady ripped me to shreds. I thought I was perfect. I was 5'9", less than 120 pounds. Assuredly, they're going to sign me. And she literally stood me in front of a mirror and said, "You got back folds. You got fat over your knees. You need to do something with your chin. Your breasts are sagging." And I went home that night, and from that moment, every time I looked at myself in the mirror, I could find something wrong with myself. And the unfortunate modeling meeting, the 50-year-old said she became obsessed with getting skinny, using quick schemes to achieve weight loss, even though she was already thin. I started abusing laxatives. I started not eating. I started throwing up. I started doing everything that I could think of to do to be as skinny as I could possibly be, being obsessive about my weight loss. She continued, "People don't realize That's why I got my mouth wired in 1993. To be skinny when I was already skinny. According to a Mayo Clinic, body dysmorphic disorder is the preoccupation with one or more perceived defects of flaws in a physical appearance that are not observable or appear slight to others. And as Lonnie Love stated in the preview clip, body dysmorphia cases are on the rise with the clear correlation to social media usage. But for Tami, she has added the pressure of living with type 2 diabetes as well as managing her body dysmorphia. She continued, people don't understand what it is to be a person with the disorder, and particularly dealing with the weight issues, because they leave negative comments or what they feel are negative comments. But for me, my mind has such a warped sense of perception. It's a compliment. Tami, you look too frail. Tami, you look like a bobblehead. Tami, you look skinny. In my mind, that goes. When I'm on the right track, I'm getting skinny. And then I don't know when to stop. Tami's guest host appearance on The Real will air on November the 22nd. Alright, now that was Tami Roman, and this is what I got to say about it. I really feel bad for Tami. Real talk, I feel bad for Tami. I can only imagine what that's like, and I can only imagine what type of pressure that may be for somebody like that. I think we all go through self-esteem issues. I think we all can be very obsessed with the way that we look and be very self-conscious about things that we don't like about ourselves. When someone points something out about you, that can take a toll on you. It really can take a toll on you. And I know for a fact for me, my biggest thing was my teeth. Doing videos, my teeth wasn't always bad. They started getting bad as the years went by, and the more I would see people talking about my teeth, the more it would put me in this defensive phase. Like, I wouldn't open my mouth to talk. I would hold my mouth a certain type of way. I would cover my mouth when I would laugh. I would never smile. It's just a lot that I would not do. And I was so obsessed with it. Like, people would always, that would be their way to attack me, is when they talk about my teeth, because they knew that was something that was an insecurity of mine. I got them fixed, and I gotta go and do some more work to them. It's because of the fact that A, I was insecure about them. B, I wanted to make myself happy. People could use the argument of, well, you got tired of people talking about your teeth, so that's why you got them fixed. That could be an easy argument to use. I'm not gonna lie. It could, because that was part of the reason why I got them fixed. I wanted to look presentable on camera. I didn't want to be, it's like people think that you're handsome, but then when you open your mouth, people don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? You got a yuck mouth. You got this, you got that. That was the biggest thing for me. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I was consumed with that shit. So I understand where she's coming from. When somebody points out something negative about you, it's like you constantly keep doing everything you can to achieve what you want, what society wants you to look like. And she would do that. And that's crazy. I'm glad that she's bringing awareness to that, because you never know who you could help in that situation, Tami. So kudos to you for bringing that up. Now let's move on to Dwayne Wade. Now Dwayne Wade has been talking about the challenges that he faces by not living with his youngest son that he have with former basketball wife star Asia. If you guys don't know the backstory behind that, Dwayne Wade had a baby with Asia while he was on a break with Gabrielle Union, while they was on break. So we're going to get into this. I have an article here from BET.com. That's where I got it from. And we're going to read it and we're going to dig into it. All right. So here's the article. It says that in his new memoir, Dwayne Wade is opening up about his relationship with his youngest son. The former NBA star writes about the challenge that comes with parenting his 8-year-old son, Xavier, whom he shares with a woman from a previous relationship. Xavier doesn't live with me, so we don't get to see each other every day like I do with my other kids. Wayne explains in his memoir, according to People. It makes things challenging at times, but it's my job to make sure he never has to carry that weight. Dwayne says it's his duty to make sure his son feels love, even if they don't live together. It's up to me to make sure he knows he's being raised with love, even if we don't live under the same roof. And it's up to me to let him know, while distance may physically separate us at times, I'm always going to be the man that he can depend on to love him and help lead him. He adds, what I've come to learn over my life is that fatherhood isn't the monolithic, I hope I said that right, image that looks the same in every household. Each relationship is different. All I'm concerned about is Xavier is all I'm concerned about with Xavier is him always knowing he's loved. In addition to Xavier, Wade is a father to son Zari, daughters Zaya and Kavia, and is raising his nephew Devon Morris. People reports that Wade speaks a lot about his family in his memoir, including his parents and wife Gabrielle Union. The Miami Heat legends previously spoke with the magazine about his parenting style. I think kids appreciate when you try to get to know them, he said. And you know what I've always tried to do with my kids, from Zari all the way down to Xavier, Cab, and Zaya. I try to meet them where they at, and I don't try to always bring them to where I want them to be or my world. He added, and so if Xavier is into Fortnite, then I'm going to learn as much about Fortnite as I can to meet him where he's at so we can have conversations about Fortnite, right? Dwayne is on sale now. Here's what I got to say about that. I think the only reason why Xavier is not around because of the way that Xavier was brought along. Like I said to you guys before, he got that baby while he was with Gabrielle Union, but they were on break. And I think that's the reason why that child does not get the same treatment as the other kids. What we have to learn is this right here. At the end of the day, I just don't agree with the whole segregating the child that was a love child or born out of a certain situation from the other kids. I just don't. I don't think it's right. Me personally, I have been raised in a household where it was just my mom. My dad had 4 other kids, so a lot of the times me and my sister, whom I share the same mom and dad with, were left to be without things. We didn't get to spend the same time with him as he did his other 4 kids. We didn't get the things that the other 4 kids got. A lot of the times we didn't get anything. A lot of the times it'll be times where we didn't see him at all. So that takes a toll on the child. And what I don't want for Xavier is to feel the same feelings of inadequacy and feelings of abandonment the way that I did when I was growing up, because of the fact that my dad got 6 kids. He had 4 in New Jersey with him, 2 down here, me and my sister. So it's just like there's a divide there. You got his other 4 and then you got us. Now we're in a much better place. Me and my dad are good. Me and my siblings are good. It's still a work in progress, but we're good. It's just that I would never forget how that felt growing up, knowing that my dad got 6 kids and only 4 got the treatment that I would have loved to have. So with that being said, I don't want Dwayne Wade's youngest son to have to feel that abandonment that I feel. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and people don't like to talk about it, but it's just facts on facts on facts on facts on facts. You can't get mad at the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So that's how I feel about it. What do you guys feel about it? I do feel like Gabrielle probably got something to do with him not seeing that child, you know, because she probably still feels the way about the child and how it was brought into this earth. That's what I believe. That's what I feel. No one can take that from me, child. That's just what I believe. So it is what it is. Now we're going to move on to the last topic, and that is Soulja Boy, okay? Now, as you guys already know, Young Dolph was passed on in Memphis, Tennessee, his hometown. And, you know, Soulja Boy had a beef with Young Dolph before he passed on. Now, apparently, Soulja Boy has been dropped from the Millennium Tour due to the connection to the death of Young Dolph. Now, we're going to talk about this real quick. And then we're going to be up out of here because I know I've ran my mouth a bit too much for you guys, okay? So, basically, this article comes from complex.com. We're going to read that and we're going to get on up out of here, y'all. So, let's talk about it. Now, just a day after he was removed from the Millennium Tour in the wake of Young Dolph's fatal shooting, Soulja Boy took to his Instagram Live on Friday to share some words about Memphis legend's tragic death. What the F Young Dolph dying got to do with me? I'm still getting paid for the Memphis show. Soulja Boy went on to address people who are saying he should be more sad about Dolph's death, claiming that his haters would be happy if he was the one who was fatally shot. If that would have been me, y'all would have been laughing and cracking jokes, he said. It wouldn't have been no rest in peace, Soulja Boy. Don't jump in my DMs like you gangster, and then when your big homie passes, expect me to be sad. About a week before Dolph's passing, he and Soulja Boy got into a tense online exchange over money claims. Dolph said he was bringing in $100,000 for each live performance, but Soulja Boy wasn't convinced that Dolph was telling the truth. How the F I'm an independent artist and getting 100 racks plus for a show, Dolph wrote. How the F Glock Key got more cars and ice than you and you're a CEO. Soulja Boy went on to issue a expletive-filled warning to Dolph. Key Glock, and the rest of the Paper Route Empire team. Young Dolph, if you don't get your bitch ass artist out of my MF and DMs, he said in the video. F Paper Route, F Key Glock, F Young Dolph, F all y'all. Following Dolph's shooting, Soulja was removed from the Millennium Tour, with the G Squared events explaining its team made the decision out of safety concerns for the artists, patrons, and touring representatives. As of now, Soulja will not be performing during the weekend stops in St. Louis and Memphis, where Dolph was gunned down at on Wednesday afternoon while purchasing cookies from a bakery. The safety and welfare of our patrons are the first and foremost priority, G Squared event said in the statement. We pride ourselves on bringing high quality concert experiences to our patrons. In times like this, we will stop at nothing to ensure that everyone that participates in these experiences is healthy, safe, and quite frankly having a good time. Alright, and that was the situation with Soulja Boy being dropped from the Millennium Tour. I just need for Soulja Boy to just shut the hell up at this point. Just shut up. Just shut up. Like, for me, if a person that I don't like passed away, I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything, positive or negative. I'm not saying nothing. Just shut up. You don't have to respond to everything. These people were big fans of Young Dolph, and that's just what it is. They're going to come for you like they came for Yo Gotti. You don't see Yo Gotti saying nothing. And everybody knows Yo Gotti and Young Dolph hated each other. So you don't see Young Dolph saying nothing. And there are people that are mad at Young Moneybag Yo because he hasn't spoken out about Young Dolph's situation at all. Like, there's a lot to uncover when it comes down to Young Dolph and what has happened to him. But I just think that Soulja Boy ain't doing nothing but making matters worse for himself. Just shut up. We already know you didn't like the man. We already know that y'all had words already before he passed. Just shut the hell up, honestly. Just be quiet. Some things don't even have to be said at this point. Just be quiet. You claim you still getting paid from the show, so get your money and just be quiet. Just shut up. It's in your best interest to do so. You don't know what's going to happen. So it is, emotions are high, violence is rapid, you don't know what can happen to you. So just be quiet, move on, and just that. Period. But that's all I really got for today's Yes for the Mess. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter and my IG will be down below. If you want me to follow you back on IG, all you got to do is hit me up in the DMs with hashtag Team Scotty, and I will definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, you boys out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.
We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.